Really appreciate the opportunity to have us out here. We're having a good time. Thank Bob McBride also. We're really enjoying ourselves out here and having some fun. Wanted to take a few minutes and chat with you guys about the weapon that Dudley had mentioned.
There we go. Whoa. All right.
Pretty heavy for us.
All right, so as I was saying, we have a background in building AR-15, M16 accessories, specifically stocks, magazines, grips, a whole line of AR-15, M16 accessories. About 2 years ago or so, we decided to go forward with an idea of building our own version of what we thought the perfect fighting rifle would be, and it started off as called a Masada. The idea moved forward over the last year. This is actually prototype number 1 of the Masada. As we progressed forward, we were approached by several different companies in the firearms manufacturing business, and we elected to go with Bushmaster as a good decision for us to manufacture this rifle. They purchased the manufacturing rifle license, so we're the design house for the side of the rifle, and Bushmaster is going to be marketing it, selling it, taking care of everything from the purchase on. We're just the design house. The weapon will be called the ACR, that stands for Adaptive Combat Rifle. So I'll just real quick go through this and break down some of the parts on here. Start off by saying it's a multi-caliber, 5.56, 6.5, 6.8, 7.62 by 39. Disassembly real quick. I'm just using my handy tool here. All these push pins are captive on the weapon. It's real easy to disassemble. Just use a live round, you push that captive push pin, removes the handguard. That's already a step ahead what the majority of the rifles are out there, allowing easy access to the barrel and the operating mechanism. The quick detach barrel here just ratchets over out of place. You can remove the entire barrel. So during your caliber changes, you would just have a separate barrel for 6.8 barrel. Just slot your 6.8 barrel in and change the bolts out, change your magazine, you're ready to go. Slide it back in, drops it right back in place. Sliding lock collar goes over here, locks into place nice and tight. Pouring goes back on, and you're ready to go. Real simple. Use the standard AR-15 barrels. We did that because of several reasons. One of the main ones is they work. A lot of the rifle, there's parts that guys will see and find familiar from other weapon systems that are out there, and we use what works from a various different array of weapons. Moving on, breaks open just like a standard M16 AR-15. Captured push pin again here in the back. Cracks it open just like an M16 would. Got stocks that's easily removed by the same captive push pins. Got a couple different stocks that you can swap out with us depending on your mission. This is the folding collapsible. I'll show you a little more about that here in a second. We've also got precision rifle stock that has adjustable cheek height, which now allows us to do this with the platform because it's piston operated and there's no more charging handle in the back to get in the way of the cheek piece. Carrier, use your carrier and your bolt. This is now a field strip, so any grunt GI that's out in the field, checking the weapon out to make sure that all the internal compartments are good to go. That's all you're going to have to do is to remove that apart. Take this entire setup here apart with the live round. There's just push pins, firing pin, retaining pin is pulled out. The cam pin comes out and the bolt comes right out. There's internal rails inside of this upper receiver. The upper receiver is extruded box aluminum at a 70-75, and inside there's internal bearing rails that the carrier slides on. So you have a steel-on-steel contact surface versus an M16 AR-15 that's a steel carrier riding on the aluminum surface of the upper receiver. That just drops in real quick, close it back up, and you're good to go. I mentioned the multi-caliber is a 7.62 by 39. We've got a lower receiver designed where you swap out the lower receiver, change out your barrel bolts to accommodate 7.62 by 39, and now you can use your AK-47 mags, just slap them right in and you can be ready to go. Move on to this. This is the folding collapsible stock. Do my best to clear, guys, here. Push these two buttons in, just for length of pull. It also has cheek height adjustment. Just ratchets back and goes forward, raises it up so you can still get that good cheek purchase on the rifle and get up to your optic if you have something that's sitting a little high. You run an iron, you can slap it back down, now it's in flush, and still be able to get that good cheek weld to the same index every time for your sight alignment. Ambidextrous control all the way around the rifle. This was a big part of designing this weapon is something that majority of the weapons, if not all the weapons, feature that they lack. It's got the bolt catch here, located here. It's on both sides, mirrored image. Magazine release, similar place to where it would be on the M16, so minimal training or retraining of guys where the index or finger or release magazine. Safety select levers in the same spot as on the M16. The full auto adjustment on this, instead of having to ratchet back all the way over to a full 90, a full 180 from safety, you just go in one more click back to the 45 and that's taking you there. It removes guys from having to push their thumb and flip it all the way around back to full auto. Takes USGI standard 5.56 aluminum mags, steel mags, anything you can stick in your AR, you should be able to stick in here. Also takes our new P-mag, which some of you may or may not know we're selling here. Let me finish with this. Actually,